Okay, so if my discriminant is, okay, let's call this number, so we can refer to these. I'll call this one number 1, number 2, and number 3 for referring to these. Okay, so if I have a positive discriminant, so the number I get when I do my b squared minus 4ac, if it's a positive number, okay, so which one of these falls into that? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2 is positive, okay? Is it a perfect square? No. Good. Can someone else raise their hand and remind me what a perfect square is? What's a perfect square? Anyone? What's a perfect square again?
Is it like 2 squares?
Other way around. It's like the 4 or the 25. It's like the number that has a nice square root. Okay, so it's not a perfect square. So our example from up above, number 2, falls into this row. It's a positive discriminant, but it's not a perfect square. Okay? So it's going to have real and irrational solutions, and it's going to have 2 of them. The real part means, oh, perfect. Real. I can't remember if we've gone over this vocab word or not. Have we? Have we talked about real? No? Okay, so real means no I. So not imaginary. And I know we haven't talked about irrational. If it's irrational, that means that there's still a square root in answer. Not the answer for the discriminant, but the answer when we use the discriminant to solve the quadratic here in a minute. Okay. What about, which of our examples up here are like this one here? Discriminant is 0. The first one. These boxes only matter for if they're positive. Okay, so type and number of solutions. It's going to be a real, so that means not imaginary, no I. And it's going to be rational. Rational means no square root. So it's going to be like a nice number. Nothing weird. And there's only going to be one, but it's going to have a multiplicity of 2. Okay, it's been a while since we've used that word, multiplicity. Okay, maybe I'll use this spot here to describe what that means. What does multiplicity mean again? Anybody remember what multiplicity means again?
2 of the same answer.
2 of the same factor. So close. 2 of the same factor. It's when we factored them and the parenthesis happened twice. So the multiplicity 2 means 2 of the same factor. Okay, negative discriminant, like example 3, tells me they're going to be imaginary answers. So they'll have an I in it, and there's always going to be 2 of them.
What about
The top one?
a positive and perfect square?
Good. So if it's a positive and a perfect square, there's going to be 2. They'll be real, meaning no I, and they'll be rational, meaning no square root. Those are our favorite because they're the nicest ones. Those are the ones that we end up with answers like x equals 2 and 5, right? Super nice numbers, okay? We're doing all right? Any questions so far? Okay.